Ah, that's some good cranberry right there. Finish off my holidays right. So, sorry, I got all of my mouth on that. Welcome to the Gear Talk videos this Thursday. Hope your holiday went well. Mine went well. I'm sure in the Let's Plays I mentioned it went well. I'm sure before this, good old past me probably put up a holiday video on the 25th saying, hope you had a happy holidays, hope it's going well. So, possibly the second or third time you're going to hear it, hope your holiday's going well, and I hope you had a great time. Okay, so, originally today, I had a poll up on Twitter. We were going to talk about the top Gears of War families, pretty much, or the families that we know of, the heavy ones, like the Phoenix family, the Stroud family, the Carmines, the Diaz, but I decided, since we just had some other news come out, we would jump on that instead, and that will be next week's video. So, for everyone who voted on that, the video will be next week. I'm sorry it's not this week, but this just came out, like, I want to say 2 days after I put the poll up. So, today, we're talking about the Hivebusters. Okay, so if you don't know who the Hivebusters are, this just got announced. Once 2019 hits, I believe they said in March, they're going to be releasing a new mini-series for the comics called Hivebusters. Now, as far as we can tell, it's going to follow 3 characters, and they're going to be traveling to take out a major hive location of the swarm. As to who these 3 characters are, it hasn't really been talked about who they are yet, but by how their armor looks and everything, and I'm sure I either just had a photo up or I'm going to be putting it up, because I'll be going through the release they had for it. By the look of them, I would like to say that they are with the COG, but they have the same style, kind of, except greenish, that, you know, Kate, Del, and, you know, JD had when they were going after the swarm in 4. So, they aren't wearing, like, except for one of them, they aren't wearing, like, really fancy armor. It looks more like maybe, and I have a photo here too, so while you look at the photo right here, I'm gonna look at what I have on my phone quick. So it looks like it could even be old UIR armor styled, kind of, because the man in the front, he definitely has a t-shirt underneath. The man to the back right, he just has nothing, it's just his armor. And then you have the man to the far left, who, and I am not even kidding, because of how technology's jumped forward now, I'm guessing that's just an entire cybernetic arm. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if someone ripped it off, but it's definitely, I mean, there would be no point in just having, like, all armor, because if you look at it, it does look like it's a cybernetic arm. You can't see his other arm, but I'm going to guess his other arm is normal. So, going over the release we have, I'll be reading along on my phone. I'll probably put up the actual release up on screen. So, we start off with, building upon the momentum 2018's wildly popular Gears of War The Rise of Rom comic book, IDW Publishing and the Coalition are thrilled to announce the upcoming March release of Gears of War Hivebusters #1, the first pulse-pounding chapter in a 5-issue storyline. Written by returning Rise of Rom author Curtis Wybie. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. My pronunciation is horrible if you've watched the videos before. And featuring the artwork of Alan Qua, a bit easier. Hivebusters introduces a fearless new squad racing headstrong into a conflict like none other you've ever seen. After successfully busting a swarm hive on the remote island of Pauanu, this suicide squad will face their most dangerous mission yet, going after the swarm that decimated the home settlement of one of their own. So it really is looking like this is going to have the same style as Gears of War 4 had, because remember, Kate, Del, and JD were going after the swarm because Kate Selman was attacked and her mother was taken. It was mostly about getting Reyna back, but it also probably had some implications in the background, especially the moments they have when they get out of the barn to look around the town. They are also going to, I don't want to say help anyone else, because I think they all assume, like, yeah, the other people have probably died here, but pretty much to go and get revenge. At least that's what Kate's going for. JD and Del are probably going there for a more noble reason, but Kate really did just go there for straight up revenge. That was her main goal. So, literally while I'm doing this, I believe I said earlier we don't know much about them or their names. I just kept reading just to learn that we do get their names, so I feel like a fucking idiot because I actually read this article and forgot that their names were actually put here. So, continuing. I'm really happy to be on the new arc of Gears of War, says Curtis Wybie. We're taking the story back to the human role with 3 new characters that I've played a major role in developing. Even with the blood and violence, I'm weaving a heartfelt story around the 3 main heroes, Mac, Lonnie, and Keegan. I can't wait for it to hit stores in 2019. Alan Qua says, I am super excited to be working on Gears of War Hivebusters and looking forward to the next 6 months drawing the world of Sarah and its characters. I wish to continue the high standards set by previous contributors to this franchise in the comic book medium with my art style, and hopefully you will enjoy the new entry into the Gears universe. So when he talks about the former pretty much contributors, there have been other artists that have gone through. It hasn't just been one person going through the entire comic franchise. Story-wise, Karen Traviss didn't do this, but story-wise, Karen Traviss put her word in for the final major miniseries that was in the comics when it was everyone was on Vectus. So you could say Karen Traviss contributed. She didn't do any of the artwork, but she wrote 3. She wrote all the books, and she also put her word into the comics. So I'm sorry if I can't remember the name of the artist before her. I shouldn't say before her because she's not an artist. The artists before and during her time. These guys, by what I saw with ROM, I think they're going to do fine. I still need to go buy my ROM issue too, but it's shaping up to be really good with them. So there is more to the article, but it's really just them talking about, oh, we can't wait to contribute more to the Gears verse. Oh, you know, they go over talking about the writers for this, not the actual authors. They talk about, you know, oh, you know, Gears of War came out on this date and ever since. So, you know, just the filler stuff right there. So I don't think it mentioned in that article, but it did put it up on Twitter. The team that they're a part of, so actually I think they could be a part of a group, they could be a part of the Gears, because I believe it said that they were Team Scorpio. I can't find the article right now, but I believe they're called Team Scorpio, so they could be. Again, the way they're dressed, they could not be. That could just be what they're calling themselves, or if you saw my other video, I have the theory that maybe good old Griffin started up his own militia, so maybe that's a part of his militia. They're the former Stranded, and now you have the new Stranded, which are like mercenaries, and they're Team Scorpio, part of that mercenary crew. Or they could just be Gears, because if they are, it's weird because they're wearing greenish armor. I know Paddock did, but he was also former UIR. So if they are, they could be Gears, Stranded, their own thing. It could be anything, but we do know that they're called Team Scorpio, so we know that they're a part of some form of team or group. Finishing this off, I'm really excited because this is the first you know, extended portion of the universe or other form of media we get, or anything really, about the new Gears of War. Because we had the original trilogy, the books, the comics, we had all of that. Now, of course, we have Gears of War 4, and we haven't gotten anything else out of it. We have the game, we have the multiplayer, which, you know, it adds its own little form of things here and there. I don't really consider it canon for a lot of things, but, you know, with maps and everything, it says this is what areas are like right now. But we don't have anything comic-wise through the App Store for, you know, portable devices. We don't have any of that. This will be the first comic, extended-wise, that goes into the current situation of the Gears planet. I'm guessing if they are a part of the Team Scorpio, if they are a part of the Gears, then we could get a, what's the word? A cameo. That's what I was looking for. Could get a cameo from, you know, Marcus, because, I mean, it's Marcus. You're going to put him in whatever you possibly can. You could get something out of, I don't know, Kate, JD, Dell. You could see them, because if they are in if they are Gears, then we know right now Kate, JD, Dell, they are now Gears now. Kate, I believe she is, but JD is definitely risen up. He's I think he was a sergeant, they said. Maybe I forget the rank he has now, but we do know that they're Gears now. If these guys are Gears, or they could be cameos. It's gonna be 5 parts, they said. So, I don't know, maybe a Carmine's going to make an appearance, because he did Rise of Rom. We had William Carmine. Why not just throw another one in? I mean, if we're going to go through the alphabet, we got A, B, C, maybe D. We have G and W gone. So, Zach Carmine, get the Z out of the way. Quinn Carmine, I'm fine with any of that. Yeah, so I'm excited to see where this goes. I think the direction's really good for the comic. I like how it's showing that the swarm is getting bigger. It's not just this general area that's been spreading larger. It's actually like here, 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 and here. It's a bit more spread out than just one area that's just growing. So I think it's going to be fun. When it starts coming out, I'm going to just do reviews on it, because that's the first thing I'm going to be able to have a review on. You know, when Gears Pop comes out, I'll have a review. When Gears Tactics comes out, I'll have a review. Gears 5, review. But this is the first time I actually get to review comics when they come out. I'm really excited, because I'm a huge buff when it comes to the Gears universe. Books, comics, all of it, I own. So, you guys have a great one. I'm going to go get more cranberry juice, because I'm fresh out, as you can see. And you guys, hope you had a great 2018, great holidays. See you guys in 2019. Gonna be an amazing year for Gears. Again, Tactics, Pop, 5, the comic series. It's all coming out in 2019. As far as we know, unless they hold something back. I really hope they don't, because I'm looking forward to it. You guys have a good one. I'm getting thirsty. See you later.